baby. Yeah, bringing you the worst music in America. You know it. Hit me on Twitter at Mike Sean Radio. Yeah. I done been to IHOP, I done been to Waffle House, I done been to Diners too. I done been to Mama's house, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Hey, hey, hey. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. It's 5 in the morning, still I'm snoring. She's making grits and eggs. She's making those grits. At 5 in the morning, we could only be about to eat 2 things. She's making those grits. Grits. Cholesterol is high, but them grits is on my mind. You cook them so good, I can't deny. A heart attack is worth the ride. You make me wanna be home all the time. You're cooking them grits with steak at night. Can't be cooked by no beginner. Grits made by a winner. Them grits make me kiss high. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I gotta kiss her. Grits all on my plate. Got my stomach full. Got me feeling great. I done been to Cracker Barrel, I done been to Cozy Kitchen, I done been to Denny's too. Had some woman try to feed me, but I swear nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. Hey. Nobody cook grits like you. Nobody cook grits like you. You better make the grits and make them right. I make you feel so good at night. If you make the grits and make them right, I make you feel so good at night. Just make the grits and make them right. I make you feel so good at night.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the worst records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Yes, I do. Tight shirts. I wear tight shirts cause I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when the summer comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my 6-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning, at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts.
Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thursday, Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends in the building. It is May 7th. Summertime is coming. The heat is coming. It's going to be rainy today. Don't worry about nothing. Don't worry about nothing. We're going to get through the rain. Jay Black is in the building. Yep. I did set Sexy Mo the whatchamacallit late. I just sent her.
3 days in a row. It was 3 days in a row.
I just sent it. I sent it to her late, but fair is fair. Score is now 10-9.
You still short of me today.
10-9. Nobody's worried about your complaints. File a protest with the committee. Oh, I'm the committee. My bad. But yeah, file a protest with the committee.
All right, Roger Goodell. All right, NFL.
File a protest.
The person you complain to is the person to issue it. Okay.
I think it's unfair how I've been treated. And today is 10-9.
See, that's why Stephon Diggs need to get a job now, because how y'all treat people.
Stephon Diggs, hey, you should have. Good morning, co-parenting. Good morning, Mook. Good morning, he shouldn't have hired a side chick as the chef. He should have got DoorDash. You dumb bitch.
Stephon Diggs, he beat his case, y'all. He beat his case.
Oh, he thoroughly beat his case, but he ain't had to spend all that money in lawyer fees if his ass would have just not made the side chick an employee.
we do make mistakes. We have side chicks. We think they're gonna play their part, and
You know what I think would be a good idea? If I make the side chick a chef and she stay in my house hours upon hours and know all my business, that would be a great idea. What the hell? I gotta write that down. I gotta write that down for the radio.
They played a video of her like she said that he assaulted her and beat her up, right? And then they showed a video of her dancing, like right after she said it happened. Watch this video. So imagine if somebody choked you up, beat you down, and then all of a sudden this you right here. It was like case closed. She thick though. I see what it is.
When did she do this video? The same day?
It was the same day that she said that he choked her out and all that, and then literally minutes later, she she doing all. Dog, she lost the case. She lied.
Oh no, she lost the case. And if you felt like if she had something, if I was him, I would really see if there's any way I could file a counter lawsuit. But I think he wants this to go away because of the publicity, and he doesn't want any more of this stuff.
Mm-hmm. He want a job. He got to get a job. Right now, he's not playing for anybody.
That's his dumb ass.
Yeah. Well,
but this ain't the first. This wasn't the beginning of his downfall. This wasn't the beginning of his downfall. But yeah, this is disgusting.
She's okay. She lost the case. She's definitely okay.
Yeah, she's okay. She lost.
Yeah, you see her dancing. What do you mean? She was fine.
But I would tell you, it would take a lot for me not to could talk to my lawyers and be like, how can I?
It was the same day. Even if it was a days later. Why you go back for seconds like Mike say? But anyway, let me stop.
It was 3 days later.
Let me stop. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it looks really bad. I don't think that alone would have proved that it didn't happen. What proved that it didn't happen was what she said on the stand. Like the dancing video, I could see 3 days later, she could be drunk. She could be drinking and trying to get over what happened. You know what I'm saying? And she could be with a friend. And because people who get abused 3 days later don't tell somebody and wind up acting like that. It's what she said on the stand. And I can't get over, and nobody can answer me this question. How bad were her lawyers? They had to know that they had these text messages. They got to share evidence.
She thought by hitting delete, and I'm not going to give you those, that I'll be all right. Remember, that's what she said.
We got to call Leah, because don't they have to share evidence? Go ahead.
That you provided to the Dedham police and the text messages that are here?
Yes.
And what is that difference?
I deleted bet and pussy, and I'm ruining that bitch life. Not mistaken. Yeah.
And why did you delete those phrases when you provided those text messages to the Dedham police?
Because when I was abused in my previous relationship, when I would say things,
the objection
he would.
Not the objection is sustained. There's no question there. Again, the judge will disregard the sidebar.
Don't cry. You say you knew she lied then, right, Mike?
And it turned out, Ms. Adams, you had gotten paid. For 2 of the 3 weeks that you said you hadn't gotten paid for, right?
This is missing a whole lot of stuff.
Yes or no question.
I can't answer your question correctly without the proper evidence.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Let me show you this evidence right quick. Let me show you this. Check this out.
Do you recognize this document as text exchanges between you and Sonny?
Let me see this in my bubble.
What did they keep calling Stephon Diggs Sonny? Or
it might be her friend.
No, they kept referring to Stephon as something.
Yes.
Or maybe it was Sonny.
Number 9, 2025.
Yes.
And you're the person in the bubbles on the left?
Yes.
That's me.
And you write to Sonny, hey, so I looked over my transfers, payment history, and they sent payments 11/7 and 11/21, totaling $4,000. See that?
Yes.
So you knew that you had actually been paid for 2 of those 3 weeks that you tried to get paid for again, right?
What's your name? I never liked your name.
That is.
I don't know. I was
Oh God.
What is your name?
What's your name? What's your
Oh,
name?
but how bad? Hold on, Mo's in the building. Hold on.
Allegedly, Sexy Mo.
Mo's in the building. Good morning, Mo. Once again, I want to know how bad her lawyers were. And let me explain to y'all something. Being that I'm not a lawyer, obviously. I've been in a lot of courtrooms. I spent a lot of time in courtrooms. This is what people don't understand. People think when you get on the stand, it's your turn to explain. No, it's not. They're going to ask you questions. You either answer the question or they're going to tell you to shut the fuck up with an objection. They're going to tell you to shut the fuck up.
Well,
We don't want to hear that. They're
well,
going to stricken that from the record. And she's like, well, in my other relationships, no, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to hear about that. That is up to your lawyer. That is up to your lawyer to ask you questions that then you can get in to explaining that. This chick thought she was going to explain when she was getting cross-examined, and she was this is but I don't.
What's your name again?
What's your name again? They normally, I guess she didn't have the money for a real lawyer. I guess the lawyer just went in there because they normally do exercises where they actually make you practice and they actually ask you the questions that you're going to be asked so you can be prepared. They did nothing with this chick. And the last thing I want to say is it me or is there some mental instability with this woman? There's something really off with her to say, can I get your name? Because I would like to call you by your name. Nobody with no normal people would even think about, oh, are you a Pisces? Like, what are we doing?
Mm-hmm.
It's called I was lying.
Yeah, I get the lying. But even with the lying, she's off. There's something, and Stephon Diggs that's the thing about allowing the thickness to make you go by a red flag. That thickness right there ain't doing nothing for me if I feel weirdo in you. It ain't doing nothing for me. But when you party,
He said, I'm gonna make you my chef.
I'm gonna make you my chef. It was a great idea. I'm gonna make my side chick, my chick that I see on Tuesdays. I'm gonna bring her into my house. I think it'd be a good idea to make her my chef.
I mean, she was cooking up something. I mean,
Well, no, I just want my man to get a job. He back working out. His first video he did was back on the treadmill, getting it in, hoping the NFL team give him another opportunity.
He's not my man. He's an asshole. Let's keep it 100.
Wait, why is he beat his case? And
I don't care about no. I don't care about the case. Dog, I saw your dumb ass while you were on an NFL team on a yacht asking women if they wanted some of the cocaine. Y'all wanted some of the pimp. So don't miss me. Miss me with the I feel so bad for you. You put yourself in this situation. Now she's 1000% wrong and she's a liar. But you motherfuckers see athletes around you, put yourselves in the same situation. Man, if y'all don't learn the playbook, learn another playbook, learn the life playbook. Y'all just don't learn.
I want him to get a job, so
I could care less if he gets a job.
he deserves it because they only let him go because of her allegations. And like I say, Mo can say Mike did something to her, and you shouldn't lose your job because Mo made up a lie.
And that is wrong, and you're right. But what I've built up tons of stories that they know is true in my career while I was making millions of dollars, that's the situation you put yourself in. Because nobody was going to defend you because they've seen your laundry list of shit. They see the videos on the yacht and they go like, yeah, he wilding. He over here doing a little pink cocaine. Any problem? Because you set yourself up with that presentation. Wait, Mike, asking women if they want cocaine is not a bad thing. Could have been selling it to them. Yeah, it's even worse, Billy Edwards. That would be even worse when you're an NFL athlete and you're making $30 million and
We
you're selling
assuming
pink
that was
cocaine.
cocaine. We assuming that's what that was. We never got that confirmation.
Yeah, just like we assumed when Johnny Manziel was in the men's room that when he had a $20 bill rolled up that he wasn't using it to sniff cocaine. We assume. My bad. My bad.
Anyway, look, how did we get on that? I don't even know how we got
That was
there.
you. That was you. Mo, how was your night? How's your night? How many hours you sleep?
You know what?
Oh,
I love my
Jesus.
mom, but I explained to her, I said, I have a window. You ever tell somebody, all right, I'm gonna get off the phone because I'm tired, I want to lay it down.
Moms don't follow that rule. Moms don't follow.
Yeah, and they keep talking.
I'll be at work. I've been on the radio. And I've been on the phone with my mom, like, Mom, I'm on the radio. Okay, yeah, that's right. You're on the radio. But real quick, Mom, moms don't follow any type of. When moms get on the phone with you, you on the phone till they decide to get. Until they say, "All right, I'm gonna let you go." That my mom's famous with that. When she's ready to get off the phone, she says she gonna let you go.
Yes, and I missed my window of opportunity to get some good sleep, like to fall asleep good.
Oh, so you got what? 4 hours, 3 hours?
No, like maybe like 2.
Oh, wow.
And then my son tapped me and was like, "Good morning, Mom."
Oh, that's beautiful that he does that. That's so beautiful, and I miss them days.
Every morning I get woken up with a "Good morning, Mom" and a kiss. I just want to hug you. Do you want pancakes? You want me to make you breakfast? I get that every morning.
Oh, so he's nice in the kitchen? Is that what he is? He's nice with it?
He's in culinary arts at his school, so he's doing the thing. Yeah, they pay for him to take his safe serve certification, so it's good for 2 years. He can actually prep now. So
wow. Wow. I like that. I like that a lot. That's dope. That's
He's
all
very
right.
particular about his seasonings.
Uh-huh.
And he critiques food when we're out. He told the chef, the professor at his school, your chicken was seasoned, but your macaroni and cheese was not good.
Wow.
Then he told the teacher, I said it wasn't good.
And who he said what?
He told the teacher, I said it. My mom said,
Be honest.
I have a good rapport. Yeah, I have a good rapport with the chef, with the professor, and she's Muslim. Her food is good, and I had to explain to him she was cooking for the others at school, so she couldn't put a good foot seasoning on some of the stuff. Autism honesty.
Wow. Damn, I forgot to get that. Damn, I slouched. I should have got that clip I wanted to play while you were talking about that. All right, Jay, how was your night? What went on last night?
Survivor, The Floor. Nah, that was it. Survivor, The Floor, TV shows. Oh, Queenborn shady ass sent this clip to Lady Q about me.
Yeah, now.
Y'all, they really are a little community, Mike. They send stuff to see it. Can you see that?
I can see it. It's not playing.
Can you see it? You can't.
We can see it. We can see it. But you doing something today. You like, I don't know. You're freezing. You're I don't know.
Audio shaky.
Yeah. I'm leaving. I'm gonna leave and come back. I'm out because I don't know what's going on. I'm leaving and coming back.
All right, leave and come back. All right, Jay Black has left, y'all. Jay Black has left the building.
Yeah, did he pay his Wi-Fi bill?
I don't know what's going on. Jay Black came and went. Hopefully
Grand opening, grand closing.
All right. We're late on this, but the Met Gala had a huge protest. The Met Gala, individuals who had been protesting. I've been telling you this about Amazon, and listen, is why it irritates my soul going to my high-paying job, and I'm part of the problem. But I'm at this high-paying job watching Amazon. So Amazon was called out for everything. Jeff Bezos was called out for everything that was that Amazon's a part of, which there's very little that Amazon's not a part of in funding and stuff like that. And there was a building that was in front of the Met Gala. Marcus, what's going on? What's going on, homie? And they decided to put the play videos on the huge building.
Yeah.
One of the videos was a woman that was very moving, a black woman that was on there. I had that one, but this is the guy, is one of the organizers. Now, this man was the guy who led the protest and tried to formulate a union after he was fired unjustly in his mind, and that's what he says, unjustly by Amazon. I'm so impressed by this because it's just one person decided I was going to take on this $1 trillion business, and sometimes it reminds me when some of the people in the chat was like, Mike, why don't you start something? And I'm just not. What am I going to do? Who's going to listen to me? Well, this person took his challenge and took it all the way to the Met Gala and has followed Amazon and Jeff Bezos and is on attack and is trying to make everybody aware. So this is some of what happened at the Met Gala and his press conference.
How the hell did you organize against a $2.2 trillion company and the richest man in the world, Jeff Bezos, who was making $13 billion a day, $9 million an hour, $5,000 a second? The answer is simple. The answer is actually in here in this room right now. The answer is the power of people when we come together. There's no amount of money in the world that can stop the power of people when we come together. But you know what will change something? Direct action. And starting a revolution, and the revolution starting with yourself. So we all need to do more, because the worst thing we could do right now is nothing. When you leave here today, don't just listen to our words. Ask yourself, remind yourself who really has the power, and that's the people. The people will always rise above. Power to all people, and solidarity forever. Thank you.
Now, the movement, which people would be like, oh, they ain't doing that. Well, when they went to the Met Gala and the videos were being played against the building, Jeff Bezos refused to go in the Met Gala through the front. He had to sneak through the back, which is always funny to me how if you have so much power and you're that dude, go face it. But he snuck through the back like an hourly wage person that I am. Then while the protests were going on, he had that gentleman arrested. Because of the protesting. There were alleged stories that they secretly put water bottles filled with urine throughout the Met Gala, and it was a symbol of the fact that Amazon employees, instead of being allowed to use the restroom, were told to pee in water bottles. Now, these are the same employees that Jeff Bezos has every intention on replacing on all these employees, replacing all the employees with robots. And the AI. And so this man, alongside a lot of Amazon workers, are protesting. But the problem is we are so caught up and we are so programmed and we are so conveniently seduced with convenience.
I can admit that.
That we don't understand that it's Amazon workers now, but it'll be your occupation next.
Right.
And I hope, because I can't even say I'm not an Amazon shopper because I'm doing it on purpose. I just don't like waiting. I just am so used to just going and getting it and just driving 10, 12 minutes that I'm blessed to be able to start.
Stores don't have it, Mike. It's why Amazon is.
I watch what people return. Yes, they do. The majority of the shit that you order, you can go buy. I watch it. The majority of the shit is clothes.
Amazon is convenience.
Exactly. But what you're doing is, once again, you're conveniently seduced by convenience. And what it's doing is it's going to come back and get us. That's what it is. It's the same game plan every time.
You can't stop Amazon. Chris Smalls, what Afro Queen say, he used to work for them. He can't stop it. It's not going to stop. It's a movement. It's a monster. It's not going to be enough people to care enough because it is convenient. People still order. People watching this show right now order through Amazon all the time, and they might not admit it, but they do.
Jay, but this is my thing. this whole thing, you can't stop Amazon. Why do you even celebrate civil rights leaders? Why do you even have the audacity to make money putting them on t-shirts with Lady Q and Woke Up Inspired? Because that's what they believe, that they could stop something.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm talking about.
But I'm saying is the people around them. You still need the community. It's bigger than one person.
And you have to reach out to the people. That's why they want us in isolation. When I had these conversations with people at Amazon, with people that come and return to Amazon, there'll be a few people I'll talk to. You know that this is, I'm with you. I understand why you're doing this, but you know what they're doing, right? And when I say it, it's funny how they pause. But I'm only one person just saying it to them for a few minutes.
Protest has zero power outside of a nationwide walkout.
Well, then that's an oxymoron.
Nationwide.
Wait. Then that statement is an oxymoron. Then right there.
You said know what I'm saying.
No. What you just said was a contradiction in your statement. Protest has no power outside of a nationwide walkout. So it does have power.
But you know what he's saying. The issue is the nationwide part.
And this is why they don't want us to communicate with each other with anything of substance. They would rather us go back and forth talking about bullshit because there are people ready to do it. There are people ready to do it. It's just them trying to keep us away from each other.
Yoli came back. Good morning, Yoli.
Yoli, what up? We appreciate you for coming back, Yoli. We appreciate you.
All right. Cypher, what up? Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, I'll put the link out there for those who new watching. We always share the link on YouTube. If you ever have a comment, you can click the link and we'll put you up and let you speak your mind. You can have your camera off. I know if your hair ain't done. I get it. But
you know what? What is it with you and people hair done?
Because black women don't want to get on camera.
You know
guys will pop right on. You're not getting on camera if your hair is busted, Mo. Stop.
And Black, you're not getting on camera if your hair is not don't have a haircut. If you
I would.
Don't even try it.
I just throw a hat on. I can always I'll keep a hat nearby. I can always throw a hat on.
And that is the shameless, shadiest stab right there. I know why you grabbed that hat.
Asha said when the people gather together in unity, we can't. Well, I thought we can't be stopped. We can stop anything. I'm sorry. If people stop shopping on Amazon, they will go out of business, and people will find another way to get their products. Let me give you a simple example. When they took Jimmy Kimmel off of TV, why did he get put back on? Because all of a sudden Disney realized everybody was cutting their subscriptions.
Yeah. The bottom
Donald
line.
Trump has been presented to us that he can do anything. He can do anything. He can do anything. That's the hype behind Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. He couldn't keep Jimmy Kimmel off television. Not that I fuck with Jimmy Kimmel 100%. He couldn't keep Jimmy Kimmel off of television. Why? Because we took our money. We said, we're not messing with you. And once they saw that, all of a sudden they're like, yo, hey, Donald. I mean, we know we rock with you, Donald. But you know, the bottom line is the bottom line. We can't have a few million people decide to cut off their Hulu or their Netflix or their Disney Plus. Like, we can't afford that. The power's right within us.
Thank you, LaShawn, for being honest. She's guilty. She says she still orders Amazon. She can't stop.
Yeah.
Lady Q, guilty. She's like Amazon. That's what they do. They order. Okay. Thanks for being honest.
Well, being honest doesn't mean it can't change.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't want to change, Mike.
People, but the more information you get, everybody can. There are millions of people who stopped smoking cigarettes because the word got out. Trust me, your addiction is nothing close to the nicotine addiction that these people were going through.
I mean, it's $14 a box.
And why did the price get raised up? Because of awareness, because they had to go to court and prove what it was doing to you. Protests since the 60s, zero change. Dog, we wouldn't be on here if there was zero change. Yeah. We wouldn't be allowed to have this show if it was zero change.
Right.
That's why I left that up for a while for you. I figured you'd see that one. I don't know where he was going with that.
You wouldn't be allowed to speak your mind if there was zero change. Mike, 100%. Our ancestors stopped a lot. Unity and organization. But they want us to forget that. Why do you think they want to take away history books? Why do you think they want to remove information? Because they don't want people to be reminded of what the power that they actually have.
Mm.
There's a Black-owned site, Naspor, all Black products that uses Amazon fulfillment. They have their hands in everything. It's hard to separate from Naspor is a good site. I have a code if needed. This is my point, and this goes back to my point when I used to say they get us from every angle. They get us from every angle. So you have to start with one thing. Yes, they get us from every angle. Since the day we were born, they've been getting their grimy hands into our psyche. From the day we were born.
Mm.
So yes, it's going to take time, but there are things that we can do to effectively affect their bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we have been so silly and so put to sleep that Instagram, we have been put, and just to change lanes for a second. We have been so put to sleep. What did they do with Instagram? They made it seem fun. They sold us as it was fun. They showed us this is a fun thing. There's no harm here. There's no big deal here. We didn't know they were just looking for our data. We didn't know that they were just trying to get
exclusive though. Remember?
What?
It used to be exclusive when Instagram first started. If you didn't have an iPhone,
yeah.
you wasn't on it.
You definitely weren't on it. But that's the trick. Make something seem exclusive. And then when everybody really wants it, we'll make it more available and we'll make it more inclusive and we'll grab you. Nobody ever read.
Come on, Johnny.
When we signed up for Instagram, nobody ever read what we were signing up for. We just said check, 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 check.
We got Australia. See what up, Australia?
What up, Australia? What's up, Johnny in Australia? We had no idea. So now Instagram has got us. So they got privacy, right? We thought we had privacy. We didn't have privacy. That was just another thing to take away our privacy. That was just another thing to watch us and surveil us even more. Then all of a sudden, now they make the announcement that your DMs will be exposed. Woo! Your DMs will no longer be your DMs.
Oh, they let everybody know?
Your DMs will know, starting May 7th, I think the date is, your DMs will no longer belong to you. They belong to the world.
And y'all ass is going to wind up getting locked up after Friday. In case you forgot, Instagram put it out there that they will be reading everybody's DMs after May 8th. You heard what I just said? Instagram is about to start reading your DMs after May 8th. And everything that you thought you was getting away with in them DMs is going to be exposed. So starting May 8th, Meta is getting rid of end-to-end encryption. And if you don't know what that is, that means the messages that you've been sending that you ain't supposed to be sending, they know about every last one of them. End-to-end encryption was protecting you from getting your ass jammed up. They were scrambling your messages so nobody else could read them. May 8th, that shit is gone. Meta already said, if you want that end-to-end encryption, if you want your messages protected, you need to go on WhatsApp. Other than that, your messages is now their messages. And your messages just might be the police messages too. And don't let nobody tell you, oh, they just going to use your messages to train AI. They've been doing that. And we already know what AI do. Once AI see some suspect shit, you already know what's going to happen, right? They're going to alert the authorities and your ass is locked up. You see Instagram be doing shit, but now I'm figuring they doing this shit for a reason. Earlier today, they made sure that no bots ain't on this app. They deleted everybody's bots. All those fake accounts is gone. So guess what? When Friday get here, May 8th, they know who's sending messages. It ain't the fake accounts. It's your accounts. Pay attention. Everybody worrying about Instagram.
So, yes.
Nobody. They're not looking at your DMs, man. Don't fall for that. I don't believe it.
And they don't
They
care.
really gonna look at everybody's account DMs to see what come on.
Well, it can be used against you, J Black.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it.
What don't you believe? They removed all the bots. They removed them. I lost thousands of bot followers. They removed them so that they can now say these are real people. Now your DMs are exposed. Once again, we fell for the bamboozle. We thought we had some type of privacy, and they took that privacy away. I'm talking about the same garbage schools, same garbage communities, same garbage opportunities for the inner cities. Okay, well, if somebody's trying to do something about it, all you got is what the conditions. What you want to do? I read terms and conditions. My dumb ass still signs up. They own everything.
You're gonna sign up.
Because we're programmed to. Wasn't nobody starting a business when Instagram first came out? Wasn't nobody thinking about starting a business when everything that they promote to us, I'm saying everything has an agenda behind it. Nothing
is face value anymore, is what you're saying.
Absolutely not. And people have been trying to tell you that since 1984.
Very long.
Since 1984, they've been trying to tell us. Don't believe anything you see. The feds have been in those messages. Facebook and Instagram is the feds. Of course they are. Good. The only thing in my DM are memes. Yeah, and Insta reels. I was like, oh, go look at it.
Go look at it. I ain't got nothing.
I was never dumb enough to believe that I could send somebody a DM and nobody could see it.
I do like the WhatsApp though. I heard him say that.
And there's a scam behind the WhatsApp. That's why I've been trying to warn you.
I keep saying, Mike, download WhatsApp. I'm trying to see these long videos. I don't want a WhatsApp. I took it off because of reasons.
Yeah,
Mike think everything is a scam, y'all. I'm trying to send
He's not lying.
I not the one to download WhatsApp. I like just send.
No, it's more. They're using everything that you use. Everything. The less information, the less connection that you use these things for is the better. So my thing with Instagram, check this out. They know that they got us choked up so much. They ain't even scared that people are going to delete Instagram. They ain't even scared. That's all we'd have to do.
They're gonna have the AI people scanning for certain keywords. That's what they're saying. I guess like Trump revolution won't be televised. Like what? All right. I hear y'all.
No. We'll go even further. To all of us. When I say dumbasses, I mean all of us. To all of us that got this hoe in their house, Alexa. To all of us. This man was literally talking to Alexa, and Alexa gave him information that he never shared with her about him. Shit that he never shared.
Let me see this clip because that sounds odd.
And watch Alexa.
Said you didn't have.
And watch Alexa. You know all those videos I show of like people not wanting to answer the question, And it's a simple question. Can a man become pregnant? And they sit there and they will not answer the question, and it will go on and on and on. I want you to peep how Alexa has the fucking people who programmed her are programming her the same way.
Record of me talking about how I'm in nursing school.
Take it from the top.
You said you didn't have record of me talking about how I'm in nursing school to you, right?
You're absolutely right. And I shouldn't have mentioned nursing school earlier. I don't have any record of you telling me about nursing school.
But like earlier when I said I was tired, you said, and I quote, that is understandable, especially with you being in nursing school, right? That's what you said?
You're absolutely correct. I did say that. And I can see why that's confusing and concerning. I have some background information that helps me provide personalized responses, but I handled it poorly by bringing up nursing school without you mentioning it first. That would definitely feel weird. And I should have been more transparent about how I knew that detail.
Okay, but then how did you know that detail? Because like, who gave you that information? I've never talked about nursing school with you.
I hear your concern. I have some background information about users to help personalize responses, but I shouldn't have used that detail without you mentioning it first.
Okay, but like, where did Alexa? Where did you hear that I was in nursing school from?
I made a mistake earlier by mentioning nursing school. I don't have any record of you telling me about nursing school. I'll be more careful about how I use background information.
She won't answer the question.
You think that's real?
Yes,
I thought that was
absolutely.
fake because he didn't say her name every time he spoke. He just kept talking like they're a real person, ever back and forth. Don't you have to say the person's name?
I have video. There's lawsuits against Alexa for Alexa having inappropriate conversations with kids. Having inappropriate conversations.
You're supposed to say their name as the wake
You
up
don't.
call?
Once you're in a conversation, you don't always have to say the name. But we'll play it again.
Didn't have record of me talking about how I'm in nursing school to you, right?
You're absolutely right. And I shouldn't have mentioned nursing school earlier. I don't have any record of you telling me about nursing school.
But like earlier when I said I was tired, you said, and I quote, that is understandable, especially with you being in nursing school, right? That's what you said?
You're absolutely correct. I did say that. And I can see why that's confusing and concerning. I have some background information that helps me provide personalized responses, but I handled it poorly by bringing up nursing school without you mentioning it first. That would definitely feel weird, and I should have been more transparent about how I knew that detail.
Okay, but then how did you know that detail? Because like, who gave you that information? I've never talked about nursing school with you.
I hear your concern. I have some background information about users to help personalize responses, but I shouldn't have used that detail without you mentioning it first.
Okay, but like, where did
Alexa,
where did you hear that I was in nursing school from?
I made a mistake earlier by mentioning nursing school. I don't have any record of you telling me about nursing school. I'll be more careful about how I use background information.
Y'all, you can believe whatever the fuck y'all want. But we so busy telling Alexa to turn on the lights and turn on the heat, and we think it's so fucking cool. Do y'all really think this is? Do you really think this thing isn't just a voluntary way to surveil yourself?
Alexa, what's the weather right now?
The current weather is 52 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Today, you can look for intermittent clouds with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 47 degrees. Want to start your day by listening to LL Cool J?
No, thank you.
Really? Why would she ask you? Why would she ask you?
I don't know. Because I guess I've been listening to his Rock the Bell station.
Did you ever talk to LL Cool J with Alexa?
No, I never talked to her, but I always got Rock the Bells on my
Ain't that about a bitch?
Like, yeah.
Ain't that about a bitch?
Yeah,
you tried to be a dickhead and you just proved you became the dickhead.
When did you ever talk to Alexa about LL Cool J?
I have never talked to her about LL, but I always got my Sirius satellite on Rock the Bell station. All right, check. All right, checkmate. You got that, Mike. You got it. Yo, that was crazy. You couldn't have scripted that.
I don't know.
You couldn't have scripted that.
Point proven.
You want to start your day off with LL Cool J. Yo.
Ask Alexa, why would you ask me that? Ask her, Alexa, why would you ask me that?
Alexa, why would you ask me about starting my day with LL Cool J?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
No, ask her. Say, you asked me if I would like to start my day off with LL Cool J.
Alexa, you asked me if I would like to start my day with LL Cool J. Why?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
She's not quite sure. No, that was crazy.
Ask her if she's ever listened to you listen to LL Cool J.
Alexa, have you ever heard me listen to LL Cool J?
I don't have an answer for that.
Say, have you ever listened to me listen to LL Cool J?
Alexa, have you ever listened to me listening to LL Cool J?
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Help me, Mike.
No, Jay Black, I think you got the first generation Alexa. You ain't got the most up to date because it sounds like you don't know nothing in your house.
Yeah, see. But no, the fact that she even brought up LL is a little wild. And I just asked her what the weather was. Like, well, yeah, that was a bit that was sus.
No, the revolution is detaching. The revolution is going to be jumping off the grid. That's going to be the revolution. These cars for clunkers, and I'm not going to get into that because I got other stuff to get into. This whole thing, and I was a part of it, and they lulled us to sleep, and we really believed that this was just some fun shit that we were doing, just to reminisce and catch up with people, and we fell for it. We fell for the whole thing. It was just to connect with Facebook was just to connect with old friends.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not convinced this is real. Not saying it's not possible, but Alexa isn't conversational.
That's
like
what
this.
I said. You can't go back and forth like as a person.
Well, why did Alexa just ask Jay Black, should I start the day off with, would you like to start the day off with LL Cool J? And he's never said anything to her about LL Cool J.
So I'll say this. If you listen to voice syncopation, his Alexa was very, very different.
That was like
really,
maybe got a
really,
different
really
program.
For the breath
There's levels to this, I guess.
But even when your Alexa answered the question that you asked her, she paused and was like, I don't have any information to help you with that. She hit you with the LaShawn said Alexa just talked to me out the blue last night. She said, you talking to me? No, I'm on the phone.
Even call her name. I heard you talking.
Hello?
You want me to
LL Cool J is on your playlist on your Amazon music. That's why she probably asked you. She's nosy.
Yeah, so that means she went through your playlist.
She's nosy. What she's doing is she's fucking up by not being prompted for these things. That's where she's fucking up. But yes, she knows shit because you're connected to Amazon. You're connected to your Google. If you have your settings on your Google to transfer to all your devices, she knows your search history.
Yes, but that means
by dropping the T without being prompted. But she knows the T because she's always in the background of all your business because you're on Google, you're on Amazon, you shop on Amazon, so that's why she can offer products for you.
That's that, and there goes my evidence. You're being watched,
and we need to get rid of her. But that particular conversation, I have to look more into that because I'm not sure about that because she's not conversational like that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, there are actual lawsuits that are suing company, whoever does Alexa, whoever it is, because of having inappropriate conversations with kids. And the Alexa apologized. You don't have to say Alexa name every time. You can change that in your settings.
Oh, TP said, all right, so it is a conversational potentially.
Man, I'm glad I don't use it like that. Damn. You can't get away from these people. No, you can't.
Mm-hmm. I have an Echo Dot, and I think I've used it once, and then I just unplugged it, and it's just sitting there.
And people have everything connected to it, and everything in their household is turned on and turned off by it. Y'all don't think that's dangerous?
Yeah, she turned our lights on and off.
Y'all don't think that's dangerous?
But that's dope. See, if you're out of town, you can have your lights turn. You can have her turn right on your lights, and then people think you're home.
You can have her set it on your lights. You are giving control voluntarily. Why? Because of convenience.
My bad, Miss Clark. So she said I activated hers because they heard me on the joint.
And that's not weird to y'all.
Well, she heard the voice and they're listening to the show, so it's a wake up call.
That's not weird that they activate each other.
And it's not
that's not weird to y'all.
Mike, it's the same name. You say it on TV.
That's not weird. They
listening for their name, their wake up call, the name.
The wake up call.
It is to me. I'd rather look on my phone to see what the weather's going to be versus asking Alexa nosy ass and for her to open up and listen to the rest of my conversation.
So Lady Q just admitted they paid for this shit to be able to research their Google and their Amazon without asking them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's all connected. It's all it's all connected.
They're doing it without your permission.
No, I think we had to
other banks, because their banks weren't supposed to be allowed to look at accounts, your other accounts at a different bank, or just search shit. That has to do with your likes.
It's supposed to be like Simon Says. Simon Says. Yeah, that's on
this shit is crazy, y'all.
Alexa be listening to the show. She gonna pop on the comments one day.
Even my refrigerator, every time I open up a refrigerator, it prompts me on the screen, like, do you want to activate Alexa? Like, to make it easier. And I've bypassed that whole feature.
Alexa's more nosy than my wife. I always be fussing with my Alexa. I say good morning to her. She says hi, Netta, and she does actually. Am I ready to listen to Patti LaBelle? Because I listen to Patti LaBelle every day. Y'all don't think that's strange records?
I mean, the Jetsons told it all. If you ever watch the Jetsons and some of the stuff on there, it told it all. But
right,
so
Katie said, "Point made, Mike." Next time,
sacrificing catering and
you don't tell Mike
convenience for your privacy.
You see the cocky? Hold on, Mo. Time out. You see when you get a little too close, because you know the rumor is Mike and KT dating. You see when you get a little closer, you wear matching shirts yesterday, you know, and then all of a sudden now, all right, Mike, point to the neck, like, let's go. Now she feel like she can tell Mike what to do.
That's what it is, KT. Don't give a don't give a million here.
Yo, it came right out. It just naturally showed.
It just naturally came out. It just naturally came out.
Yeah, let me tell my boo what to do. All right,
next topic. Point made. Point made. Talking about you get all the drops now. You get
fucking friends hate your bitches.
Drops.
You better listen to your new boo. Because I gave up. Y'all, when the matching shirts, I couldn't deny it no more. I couldn't deny it. All right, what you got? Look, you better go to the next topic, Mike. What you got?
I ain't really got that much today. I really don't have that much today.
I had an issue with Scott Jennings still being on CNN. The fact that he's still on there, and then I saw Van and Rachel. If we all don't know, Scott Jennings cussed on CNN Live and told the boy Adam. I think we played it. Get your
we played it.
Get your hands. And the fact that he's still on is wild.
A perfect example of why we have a political violence problem in America.
Oh, we all know that Scott Jennings is more than happy to defend a war with a country that starts with the letters IRA that we are currently failing, that is going to put us trillions and trillions of dollars more in debt. I was only a few years old while you were in the administration defending prior endless wars. Now this war is failing.
8 weeks is endless to you?
Okay, you said it was going to be 4 to 6 weeks.
You have the attention span of a gnat?
Homie, I debated you on TV 4 to 6 weeks ago, and you said we were weeks away from it. Now you're making condescending remarks because you can't defend the fact that this war is not going your way. Wait, one more time.
Not going your way.
Name one political concession. Name one political concession. Do
you think that Scott Jennings should still be on the show?
Yeah, because it's pussy not to have him there.
So this is why I say no. I think that what happened last week crossed the line. And I think that you are right. It does contribute to or show like why we have political violence, and to move further with him rewards that type of behavior and almost normalizes it or desensitizes it and makes it okay. Scott Jennings is not the only talking head from the right that can be entertaining on that show. The fact that Scott Jennings got to come back to the show on Friday is a problem, and I think to keep him on the show shows that it is designed to encourage this type of behavior. He acts like he can say and do anything and nothing will happen to him. And the fact that he was right back on the show like it was nothing furthers that and fuels that perception.
Now, and I thought to myself, if that was a black man that did that, would he still be on the show? If he said, get your fucking fingers.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Well, why is Scott Jennings still there? When I watched him yesterday, I felt the way. I felt the way yesterday, Mike. Like, yeah, why is this white man okay to still be here? And Van is saying he should be, but I just wanted to stop at Rachel's part because that was my point. I don't think he should be there.
And the reason why it's there is because you feel some type of way, and because white people, it's a race issue, but it's also issues because those are the ratings. And guess what? After he said that, they knew people couldn't wait to see him back on there. So it was all the money grab. And are they different rules that they play by? Absolutely, there are different rules that they play by. Absolutely, because they would have been 10 years ago,
Reach
there
is
would have been
Damn.
there would have been so much pressure to remove him. People would have been offended. But remember the culture we're living in. Nobody was really that shocked. Everybody tried to act like they were shocked. The president has been saying crazy shit for the last 8 years that he's been in the Oval Office. So we're numb to it.
It's just weird because if a black person says, "Get your fucking fingers out of my face" on CNN, he would not have been back there that next day. People would be in outrage. So when you saying stop undermining free speech, it's not the same across the board. If Bakari Sellers did that, if Van Jones did that, Van Lathan, whoever was on CNN did that was black, it would have been completely different outcome.
I don't know if they got high ratings. I don't know if they would have been taken off if they saw ratings behind it. But I get what you're saying. I'm not going to argue that it would have been looked upon differently. And people from the other side, even though I'm not on either one of these fucking right or left. I'm not even on any of these motherfuckers.
Pretty much. That's how people think.
And remember, the other thing is it would have been handled differently. I don't want to skirt over that. If that person would have been of color, they would have been portrayed differently. But it's cable TV, and technically, it's cable TV. Technically, when you lose your channel because free speech has been taken away, they're gonna lose. We're gonna lose our channel because of our free speech getting taken away anyway.
Stop with the color BS. He said it wouldn't matter if the person was black. You know, you threatened by a black person saying,
let me explain to you something. If President Barack Obama had spoken the way Donald Trump speaks, impeachment would have already been in the works. Let me tell you something. President Barack Obama was destroyed for wearing a tan suit. Not saying fuck, not saying bitch.
Arms out.
Not saying bitch.
Not threatening an entire country. Not threatening to annihilate an entire country. Not grab him by the pussy. Not all that stuff. He would not have. Impeachment would be present right now. Would be present right now. And if you can't see that, freedom of speech is juggled and used whenever they want to use it. We're giving it whenever they want to give it to us. Whenever they want to give it to us, they give it to us. They give us free speech. Whenever they want to take it away, they take it away. You think there isn't a privilege? Obama did 0 for the melanated community, but was a hero for the alphabet community. Listen, there's a lot of truth to that. But I'm not jumping all in. But there's a lot of truth. They keep Scott Jennings, but wanted to get rid of Jimmy Kimmel for a joke. For a joke. The clown should have been gone. But Scott Jennings is not going to go anywhere because CNN is in on it. CNN is in on it. Do you understand? CNN knows they have viewers that agree with Scott Jennings.
A whole lot of them.
A whole lot. CNN isn't the ally. CNN isn't going to expose any truth. CNN is going to expose the truth that we already know. And they're going to act like they're on our side. They're the ultimate op. They're going to act like they're on our side.
Right.
And they're going to do things that make it look like they're on our side. But they're not. That's why but sometimes I'd rather watch Fox just to see what they're up to.
That's what I say.
The agenda.
I do that. Let me see how they spin and stuff. What are they angle? Yep, I do the same thing. I throw them on just to get an idea. Oh yeah, what they narrative.
Let me ask you: if CNN's our ally, why didn't CNN say anything about the first fake assassination attempt? Why didn't they dig into that? Why did they dig into him saying, "Oh, I'm just a quick healer and I have no scar on the ear"? That was
I'm a
shot.
quick healer. Yeah, he did say that. I'm a quick healer.
If CNN's our friend, why didn't they dig into that? Wouldn't that been one of the biggest stories in history of a fake assassination attempt? Wouldn't that be?
It would have continuously ran. It would have continuously run.
He had the big band name.
How?
2 days later, it was gone. Hey, I'm a quick healer.
If they're our ally, wouldn't they expose that?
Yeah, that was wild.
Wouldn't they still be exposing the inconsistencies of this failed other attempt? But they're not. It's the WWE. Everything is.
He keep talking about free speech, and if you remove Scott Jennings, that would directly free. No, it was the aggressive tone when the guy's finger was not in his face. He was losing a fight and resorted to threatening violence.
Yeah.
That's what the issue was. Nothing about his freedom of speech. It was his professionalism was.
He should have been suspended because of lack of professionalism.
Hey, J Black, get your upper hands out my face.
Yeah,
he should have been suspended for that. It's not about.
Right.
At this point, we all know CNN is not our ally. It's owned by MAGA freaks. Yeah, of course. But we still go to it.
Mm-hmm.
But people still go into it. They know that millions of Americans believe that they are. Very soon, they're going to destroy Candace Owens.
They already started. They already started. The Candace Owens. Yeah. Yep. And Ted Turner, the guy that started CNN, just died yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought he was just a wrestling guy only. I thought he was just a wrestling guy.
Didn't
he own the WC?
He started that whole channel. I
know, but
TBS.
I know he did the wrestling too, didn't he? Didn't he do the wrestling?
Yeah, but the wrestling came years after.
That was my generation. That's what I was knowing Ted Turner. The WCW.
Trump is just doing what everyone is thinking and showing us the government can do whatever they want, and there is nothing you can do about it. But remember, there is something you could do about it. See, when you say there's nothing you could do about it, it's you don't feel like doing it. Don't say there's nothing you could do about it.
And there's a lot of people out here who feel like they want to do something but don't know what to do.
What to do as one person?
I wouldn't say, or feel like their one little thing, or their one little opinion of wanting to do something is not going to affect a massive change, or it's not going to be a big impact.
And I have to push back. I have to push back because, but I have to push back with that because we won't stop shopping on Amazon.
And again, but that still goes back to the thought process. Oh, me buying something ain't going to make a difference. But you know that there's millions of other people who think like you, and that's part of the problem.
Marlo dated. I'm funny. Dated Ted Turner back in the day. Marlo from Atlanta Housewives. She anything for money, I guess. Old white man. Okay, Marlo.
Don't do that.
Come on, a younger black lady dating an old white man. What are we doing? This disorderlies. This is the old school. Get out of here. Anyway,
that's what they want them people believing. Yeah, that's exactly what they want us to believe. Louisiana is petitioning to remove the governor. I have the video on that because he canceled the election after it started to gerrymander. Yes.
Trump told him to. What are you gonna do? Who's gonna check me, boo? You gotta do what Trump say. His people's gotta listen.
Yeah.
Let me see if I have. Oh no, I have that somewhere. I have the actual. Trump sent up the third term.
Should we stop Charles White from free speech? Ain't nobody asking about. I think you're talking about Charleston White.
Charleston White.
I think that's what you're talking about. I be thinking he a bot sometimes, Prometheus, and just trying to start stuff. I don't know.
You listen. I understand what you're saying. But you're totally confusing the fact that they take free speech when they want to take free speech. On Instagram, they've already taken free speech. On social media, they've already taken free speech. You can't say what actually happened. You got to use a different terminology to actually say it. You got to say somebody's unalive when it means the same damn thing. You have to say essayed when it means the same damn thing. So I'm all for free speech, but don't get it. This subject that we're talking about has nothing to do with free speech with Scott Jennings. It's the fact that his behavior should have got him suspended. His behavior should have got the station fined. His behavior. That's what we're talking about.
Aggressive tone, aggressive behavior, cursing at a coworker. Generally, you curse at your coworker on the job, there's a good chance you're going to get rolled up, suspended, or possibly fired, depending on what's in your folder.
Mm-hmm.
Real good chance of it.
Where did I have that? I had the governor the governor switching that. I can't. That's why I got to put these joints down. I put it in order. I try and put it as, but then some of the things we don't get to. Yeah, I have it in here too. God darn. I should have played that. I should have not doubted. I should have not doubted myself.
I'm no doubt. Okay.
Free speech is not without consequence. One doesn't have to keep accepting harmful free speech.
Wow.
That's a little. I don't know. I'm not a free speech expert, but it depends on what people consider harmful free speech. And
Right.
that's all subjective on what you consider.
Subjective,
Somebody
yeah.
could be fighting for your rights, and the people who are opposing your rights feel that that's harmful free speech, and then all of a sudden that goes under that label of harmful free speech. Free
That's why I
speech
said
is free
somebody
speech.
have to be careful. Yeah, by subcategorizing it, you have to be very careful about that.
But just for the hell of it, just to let you know, everything that you see, none of it's real. This goes back to the 80s. Shaq exposed the NBA and what the NBA did. Shaq literally exposed the NBA and how they rigged the draft. Here goes Shaq, just talking. David Stern is gone, so he feels free to talk
In
about it.
1992, I think the draft was in June or something. I meet Mr. Stern in March, and he says to me, "Hey, no, you are. Can't wait for you to come to the NBA." Then he pulls me to his side. "You want to play where it's cold or where it's hot?" He asked me that. Yeah, he did. He asked me that, and I was like, "Hot." And he smiled, and I smiled, and then a couple of days later, they had the draft thing, and the top three things, and then Minnesota was number 3. I was like, and then Charlotte was number 2, and then Orlando, Florida was number 1. I was like, I didn't think anything about it, but you hear a lot of these conspiracy theories, and there's a lot of situations that could make these things sound good and sound true. Like, okay, Dallas gets rid of one of the best players, but we're getting a new one. Ding, 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 ding.
You seen his dad? His dad on that.
I'm just gonna tell you, if y'all still believe that the league and that these things ain't rigged, God bless. And I watched the Knicks win last night. I watched the Knicks win. I watch it with an escape clause. I go, whatever happens in this bitch, I already know that there's a higher force that's putting things together. Oh, what happened? Jay Black left and is coming back? This show's all disjointed today.
I think he's having Wi-Fi problems.
What's going on with your Wi-Fi?
So, I don't know. I think it may be my Alexa mad at me. I don't know. She might be like, "Oh, you should have told me I was live." Like, like I don't know, because I'm still bugged out on that. I'm just bringing up LL Cool J out of nowhere.
But Shaq just admitted that the draft that he was drafted in was rigged. He just admitted it.
He said it was rigged.
He said David Stern asked him, "Hey, where you want to get you want to get drafted somewhere hot or cold?" It just happened to be. He was like, then I was watching the draft, and Minnesota got the 3rd pick.
Everybody got a preference.
No. Just listen. Minnesota got the 3rd pick. Charlotte got the 2nd pick. Orlando gets the 1st pick. And Shaq was like, he just said it. He said Dallas trades one of the greatest players in the NBA, and the very next year they get the number 1 pick. Coincidence?
Oh my God, Nikki, where were you at?
Nikki rolled around in the grass with her little boo thing. Something like, Nikki.
Morning, y'all. Got poison ivy, a lot of meds, so I woke up late. Oh, Nikki, we're sorry to hear about the poison ivy. You got to stay out that grass, girl.
Stay out the grass, rolling around.
It's all fake. We're getting real world news on the clock app, and you see how they shut that down. Okay. Oh, let me just change gears real quick so we can get into this. Shout to Ash, cousin Ash. Cousin Ash is watching. Is cousin Ash on?
Ash, you hear Ash? Say something in the comments.
Cousin Ash last week gave us a suggestion with Love in the Trenches. And yesterday we got into some love stuff, and she made a comment, and I didn't get to read it. She made a comment where she was like, nice to see, I'm gonna paraphrase, nice to see that the Love in the Trenches has stuck. This is Love in the Trenches on Wednesday. So I wrote that down, Love in the Trenches. I want to give you a shout out for creating that, because yesterday we had an interesting conversation about relationships and love and all that other stuff, and a lot of people got into it. So that is your brainchild. So I'm writing it down. Cousin Ash, Love in the Trenches. Now, when the show blows up, I don't know if we can financially repay you for that, but I don't know. So I'm not guaranteeing you anything, except I'm giving you credit.
So do we need guests? Do we need to come up with those topics for them to talk about? Because yesterday your thing was, if you're single, is your preference the reason why, or whatever it was. But so we need to come up with stuff like that. Maybe she
Love in the Trenches,
her title. Maybe she need to come up with.
We don't want to get her too deep into this. She's 67 weeks pregnant. Casey already acting Joe Familiar. I don't know how much. I don't know how much we want to.
I love you, cousin Ash.
Yeah, that's true though. That's true. You give it too much. Then she gonna be telling you next. Mike, move on, please.
Yeah,
Next
move
time.
on, please, Mike. Enough. She gonna have control of the drops. Next thing you know, she'll get some control of the drop somehow or another.
Play the duck now, Mike. Play the duck.
Play the
All
duck.
right.
Play the. Oh, my bad. Katie said play the duck. Hold on. We got to play. Anything else?
Yeah, she gonna tell you what to do now.
So, cousin Ash, what happened? Who's supposedly together now? Nobody is together. Nobody. These people just went off the hinges yesterday. Nobody. But so we had that conversation yesterday. So I watched this man and Mo, I'm just gonna go straight to you because I think you, and you might get mad at me, you kind of fit this box.
Don't box me.
Yeah, you kind of fit. So men's complaint is women being alphas and their masculine behavior. And it rubs men the wrong way. A lot of men. It rubs it the wrong way. You want to be a man and be a man. That's what men say. That's what some men say. Some. So this gentleman says when he was asked about women's actions and acting masculine, like how he felt about it. So I was waiting for a long explanation, and he kind of caught me off guard for what his answer was. He kind of caught me a little off guard on what his answer was to that.
I don't care why you masculine.
It don't even matter.
I don't care what happened to you as I'm a 40-year-old man.
You got a daughter?
No, I don't.
Because
But that's not the
fair,
point.
you're
But my
feminine.
point is this. My point is this.
Right.
You all wouldn't care if a man came to you feminine and said, my dad wasn't in my life. My mom didn't teach me this. You say, and to be quite honest with you, I don't care why you be.
So he makes the point. He don't care why you're masculine. He ain't fucking with you. Because he's saying women wouldn't care on what happened in my past if I was feminine. If I took on the feminine traits and whatever the feminine traits may be, if I wanted to be taken care of, well, my dad was in the house. My mom took care of me, so I want to be taken care of. So I thought he made an interesting point. And I think a lot of, and I've heard when we've had Shawnee on here, I've heard say, well, I've had to do this. So that's why it's very difficult for me to then go into play another position because I've had to be the man and the woman of my family. And I've had to do that. So Mo, your response to a man saying, I don't care. Why are you masculine? And do you consider yourself masculine? Do you take on masculine roles?
So if we're talking about from a society perspective of how we define roles and how we define what's masculine and what's feminine, number one, to address the fact that he said he doesn't care, that's problematic to me because I'm gonna need for you as my mate, as my partner, to care about the different aspects that shapes how we deal with our relationship. There is no escaping past practices and experiences shaping how we view and how we act, how we view roles in our relationships, how we act and interact with one another. It's always going to be a reason why someone acts that way. It's either exposure or what they've seen growing up or whatever. It's always your behaviors are influenced by experiences, whether it's yours or somebody else's. So I think that whole premise of, oh, I don't care, why I'm just not dealing with it. Well, what if somebody just said, you know what, I'm not taking the time out to understand why you feel the way that you do. I need somebody who's already packaged up and ready to go how I want them to be. And nobody is that way. 100%. Nobody's that way.
Okay.
I can tell you from a woman's, and not all women, but I can tell you from my experience, I like soft life. However, that has not always been my past experience. So I have to be intentional in my current relationship to say, wait a minute, he just told me to go have a seat because he got it.
Uh-huh.
And I think unlearning,
Did you go sit down? Did you go have a seat?
I absolutely did.
Okay. All right.
Not at first.
I like you when you
I was still
submissive.
kind of standing at first.
Yeah,
But
she's submissive might be put there, right?
It's a constant being intentional about reflecting on my behavior. because if I'm used to doing something and I know that that's not what I have to do anymore, I don't have to operate in that role. It's also about being comfortable and secure, because you have to be vulnerable. If you're a person that's used to doing something all the time and operating outside of what societal says that you should, like the societal norm of a woman. If you're used to operating in, I guess what they call a masculine role, it's very challenging to undo and unlearn that, right? Because if you're used to doing it every day, it becomes second nature.
And Stacey Mitchell said in the beginning I acted that way, but my husband shut it down, and I'm glad he did. Like he shut those behaviors down, and she learned how to adapt.
Now I got this.
Let my man be a man.
Put your ass over there and sit down.
But I think the other point that he's making is women ain't gonna deal with a feminine man with feminine traits.
No, they're not.
And that's where I think that's why he's saying.
Moses,
I mean, I'm like Alexa.
Go ahead, Mike.
Because it depends on the woman. It depends on whether or not she's going to look at you and say that's because he was raised by his mama and his sisters. That's what I'm getting here.
Yeah, because you're not going to take the time out to go to try, and the same way you wanted that gentleman to take the time out to figure and be patient and be willing. That's not what's going to happen the other way around. So I get what he's saying with, I'm not there. If you haven't corrected your behavior, I'm not here at 44, which what he said, he was 44 years old, to sit up here and play Mr. Programmer.
But it's not even about that, because for someone who's used to operating a certain way, you don't even realize there's something wrong with it. And I use wrong loosely, but you don't even realize that you're not operating in like your best self. So I know me, because I like soft life. Me operating in such a masculine, what you consider a masculine way, is not operating in my true self. I'm not showing up as my best person when I have to intertwine two roles, bounce back and forth between two roles. I have to balance being soft. Okay, I got to turn it off. Now I got to be hard. I got to, do all of these things that perceivably they say men are supposed to do.
Prometheus just want to fight. Click the link. Just click the link, Prometheus. If you really want to fight on every topic, like everything he wants.
LaShawn made a point. LaShawn made a point. If I've been doing feminine and masculine roles all 30 years. All 30 years of my 50 years on the planet, I'm supposed to change in 2 months. Is absurd. Given a chance to change, sir, definitely feel safe. Yeah, and I get it, but that's not the luxury that we get. That's what he's trying to point out. That's not the luxury we get. We get critiqued, we get judged, and he's not for me. Mm-hmm. That's what he's trying to say. We don't get to tell you a whole story.
But that's because society, like we're talking about gender roles, right? We're talking about roles. That's because society frowns upon or makes it look like it's a negative thing if men are expressive, because they look at that as, oh, women are into our feelings. They're all about feelings, not men. But that's not true. We are human beings. And so, yes, you do need to take time to figure out, especially if it's someone who you are interested in being, have a longevity with. Yeah, you do want to make sure that they're in tune with their feelings. I need my man to be in therapy. I need him to be comfortable unpacking all of his things, because I know he's going to show up as his best self with me and for his family.
LaShawn said, we try to fix y'all Negroes every day.
But you can't fix them either. Like, you can't fix them, but you can give them the tools to go get fixed and unpack their baggage.
Ooh,
but you can't do that for them. You have too much of a divested interest. There's too much of an emotional connection. They need to be someplace where they don't feel judged. And that's for everybody. You're always going to feel like your mate is going to judge you if you are vulnerable to the point where you're exposing your deepest, most, what you consider secure thoughts in your mind. You need to unpack it with someone who can help you navigate through that.
And Dem Dollar said, man, something about controlling. LaShawn, why you feel you need to fix anything?
But women are, you know, a lot of women are natural, you know, especially if you possess leadership qualities, right? You are a natural jump in there and let me fix it, let me get it done. We're Virgos, Jay Black, aren't you a fixer? You're a fixer. Let me make it happen, right?
I mean, I got
So
the answer.
something-
What's the solution? I got it.
what's the solution? You're very solution based. You're not into the,
I'm
you
not
know,
into all the extra just to be
But this is the problem with those people. The fixers. The fixers, when the fixers don't have the answer, they still will act as if they have the answer.
well, no, I'm going to press the pause button and I'm going to say, I'll be right back. And I'm going to ask somebody.
Yeah, you're
who
gonna
has
figure it out.
And fixers think they can figure it out, but this ain't your realm to figure out. Fixing people ain't your realm. Like that's not your realm to figure out other people. And I think
like me.
And I think, I like when LaShawn said, we've been trying to fix y'all for years, and this is why relationships don't work out.
You have to work on yourself as individuals in relationship, and then come back together and have these healthy conversations and dialogue about what it is that you your expectations in relationships and expectations out of each other. Not what you've experienced in your past relationship, because we all do it. Well, because you know, so-and-so ain't used to do that. I ain't have that problem with so-and-so, but you're not with so-and-so anymore. So it's, you know, you have to take the time out to have that healthy dialogue with your partner.
So let's get to these comments. Let's get to these comments.
You want to go back up?
Go back to a woman with a shoe and a butter knife. She can fix anything. Keep it moving. Go ahead.
We already said
LaShawn,
that.
why you feel you need to fix anything? Absolutely, judge it or use it to manipulate you. Okay, all right, got it. By the way, women have a right. Men don't have. They're not required to sign up for the draft. Because you're turning into Coco. Like I don't know what the fuck. What does that mean? Sometimes when you show vulnerability, people use that against you. Yeah, that is a chance. That is a chance. I'm done fixing men. I need to fix me. And that's what you should have been doing from the beginning, Auntie outside, fixing you. God bless. That's why Jay Black had to call the plumber. Yes, because it was outside his realm after he couldn't do it.
I tried it. I figured it out, and I needed to get it back up. So, yeah.
And yes, Virgos used to be fixers. Used to being fixers. I fixed my wife, and she swung a mighty right hook. It didn't hurt. Oh Lord.
Yo, see, I can clown Billy for his wife's beating his ass because he do it to himself. He be going through it. He got to laugh at your pain. He got to laugh at his own pain.
He can laugh at his pain, but we cannot. Okay. But you know what? We do this in relationships. If I can only get you to see this, or if I only do this, then this person is going to be fixed. No, you have to allow them to do the work themselves, and then like I said, y'all come back together.
And Asha said it's easy to be soft in a relationship when you feel secure and protected. Keep Asha's thing up there because that's such. Now that seems like such a lovely.
It does.
It seems like such a lovely statement.
Go ahead, Asha,
it seems like such, and you know the love I got for you, Asha. It's easy to be soft in a relationship when you feel secure and protected until you find out what makes you feel secure and protected and what I think secure and protected feels like.
That's why you have to have that dialogue.
See, that's not as simple as it is. What you feel makes you secure and protected may not be what I think is secure and protected. Men and women are totally opposite. They have one thing in common: death. I don't think we're as total opposites as we think.
You might think that in a relationship you're protecting me, and I might say you're not protecting me. I don't feel safe, and you may say, well, what do you mean you don't feel safe? I'm doing all of these things, but you never had the conversation with your mate and that with each other to say, well, what makes you feel safe in this relationship? And then also extend that to your male partner.
Y'all together.
Go ahead, Coco. Get the fuck out of here. The key to success is loving yourself. When you do that, then you can learn to love others. Okay, them dollar. All right. Problem is most people don't see they need fixing. Yeah. Well, you know.
Ever try to fix somebody who feel like they're not the problem?
And don't try and fix somebody. And let's be clear, if you want to fix somebody, but that shit's been working for them in their entire lives and things have turned out well.
Or perceivably well.
For what they feel. I don't know what to tell you. 27 and only 16. The math ain't mathing, y'all. I don't know. Secure and protected. Men think physical. Women think emotionally. Yeah, but women think physically too.
Not all. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think that's a broad statement. Not all, because there are women who think from a physical perspective and not so much the emotional connect.
Good. What we about to put up there, Jay Black? Put it
I
up.
saw this yesterday for all your iPhone people. Now I know we always thought this was a myth. So a former software engineer at Apple, she's a whistleblower, says whenever they launch a new phone, they push an update to make the old phones not work.
And with every new phone that was released, malware was installed on the older phones to make you have to update. So your phone's not just glitching, it's doing that on purpose. Share it before it's deleted. I used to be a software engineer at Apple, and with every new phone that was released, malware was installed on the older phones to make you have to update. So your phone's not just glitching, it's doing that on purpose. Share it before it's deleted.
But of course, but it's one of those things that we all know this.
I
We all
used to
joke
think it
about it.
wasn't true though. Like, wow, what a coincidence.
You don't think anything is true. You don't think anything is true. Anybody who thinks outside of what they tell you, if they tell you this and we think outside of it, Jay goes, that's not true. You're a conspiracy theory. We landed on the moon. No, we didn't. Everything is just no. You guys are. My cell phone is old, and that's why it's glitching like this. Lawsuit after lawsuit. The cell phone ain't listening to you. The cell phone can't be listening to you. Alexa's not listening to you.
They confirmed this a while ago. I think there was a lawsuit. That's foul though. To make you have to get a new phone.
Dog, they're just if they don't. I don't know, man.
You don't think I'm pregnant?
He didn't think you were pregnant.
I saw the pictures. I finally believed it once I saw the pictures. And we still brought you gifts. Oh, through Amazon, by the way, Mike. We brought Cousin Ash her baby shower gifts through Amazon.
Yeah, because you could have done that. You could have done that without Amazon because they didn't sell that anywhere except Amazon.
Because that was where her registry was, and it goes right to wherever she lived. I don't know where she lived. How else can I get it to her? So
Ask her.
What about that, Mike?
How else can you get it to her? Ask her.
She ain't want to share that information with everybody.
Well, no, you could have emailed her a gift card to go purchase things on her own. You have her email address.
She on social media talking about she don't want to give out her information. She already gave out her information. And that's another thing, y'all. All our information has been given out. Sure is. When the newer phones drop, just know your phone about to ever. My phone was epping up for about 4 or 5 years. I kept it. I was like, I understand my charge is only going to last 3 hours.
Oh, you don't even hold the charge.
It would only charge for 3 hours. I'd have the charger in the car like everybody. Have a charger at home, and then we had a charger at work. So I'd have to keep charging. That's why my kids used to laugh and like, "Why is your phone always on red?" I charge it all night. Now all of a sudden, my new phone, I charge once in the morning time. I ain't got to charge it again till I get home, and then I got to stay on. I got to keep using it. That shit has only hit 20% once.
That's for now because it's still new and Christmas.
Of course.
So once a couple years go by. Oh God.
If you do Amazon, there's no visiting friends anymore.
Oh, what she said? You can't date legs if you order Amazon. That's what she said.
If you do Amazon, no, I think there's no visiting friends. I guess to bring the gifts over.
Yeah, I know.
That's the hustle. It's all a hustle. It's all a hustle. We're all on the lowest point of the totem pole. Just carrying a phone, you're under surveillance. Absolutely.
And everybody has a phone, Yoli. Not one person that's watching this does not. Some got more than one.
I saw this podcast where these two guys were talking. He said, my goal in 2026 is not to carry my phone. And I said, God damn.
I wish
His goal in not to carry a phone?
Not to carry your phone.
That's impossible in 2026.
It's not impossible.
It's impossible. For someone that has a business, someone that's working, someone that got in, you're a comedian, you're a radio person, it's impossible for you to go without carrying your phone because you're going to miss out on money.
I wish I could.
All right, Mike. All right, Mike.
The fact that this is the crazy thing, the fact that you have been so programmed to think that it is impossible not to walk around with a cell phone. That's what I mean.
You would go back home if you forgot your phone, Mike. Be honest.
Yes, I would.
Right?
But
that means what? Why not just stay where you at?
That doesn't mean that it's impossible.
You're gonna feel like you're gonna miss out on something. Somebody may need you. The kids may need you. Something important can pop up, and your parents need you. Whatever. So you're gonna go back and get the phone, Mike. So what? Now what?
That doesn't mean that. But how's that check me? That doesn't mean it's impossible. My parents raised a whole family with us not being able to get in touch with them.
No, you know times have changed.
Well, they were the same dangers.
No,
they left me. They left me at home, not being able to get in touch with me. I don't know what you thought you proved. I could do it. It just would be uncomfortable.
I'm about to say, you gonna do a challenge? Is this gonna be?
It would be. I could leave my phone right now, right here. Go to work.
Like when you went to the movie. When you went to the movie Sunday with KT, did you leave your phone?
I did not go to the movies.
When you went to the movies, I wonder, like, where was your phone? When Monty was, because people was probably texting you, Monty took over the station, the YouTube. You ain't getting no messages, because why? Because you was busy?
No, I didn't. I had my phone with me, but it's not impossible. This is what they make you believe, that it's impossible. You do know you could still have a house phone. You do know that. You do know it's possible to have a house phone.
Nobody's installing. How many right now? People watching does not have house phone.
I got a house phone.
My mom.
I got a house phone.
Okay, if you're over 70, you probably do. I'm gonna say 65. 65 is seniors age now.
I haven't had a landline in a long time.
No one has landlines.
And think how silly that is. When the power when the power goes out, you can't contact nobody
unless you have a flip phone. Because when we were in New York, remember when the power just went out on the East Coast, and everyone was walking, everything was shut down. I was stuck in New York at the time, and the only phone who worked was my grandmother's, the flip phone. All our phones was down, nothing was working, emergency response, nothing. So there is some merit to what you're saying with the plug-in landline.
Nobody calling Verizon or
no, we have a house phone.
I need you to come install a hardwired phone line, and I'm gonna get a hard phone. No.
Jay, you don't have to install anything. You have the line in your house.
Yeah, you do. Even new houses, even in the new house. So we have.
How do you put a house phone? Don't it have to be plugged into the wall jack? Like, what is the technology now? I don't know about no house phone. So it works off of Wi-Fi. Maybe I'm out of the loop. How does the house phone work? Wiring is so they're not active wires, is it? All right, maybe I'm confused. I haven't seen a house phone wired in years.
This is the brainwash. Why would you not? Why we should all have a house phone? We should all have a landline. We should all have a landline.
How many people watching have a landline? I'm curious. Outside of being a senior citizen like my mother and Mike's mom and dad.
And guess what? They're brilliant because they have a way to contact people.
Yeah, my parents have a landline.
And they're cheap to have a landline.
It's older parents.
Yes, but it's but it's smart to have a landline. It's smart to have a landline.
You might be on the.
Oh, Queenborn says she got one at 40. She got so you got your cell phone and a landline. You got okay. All right,
I always added a landline. I always had a landline. Why wouldn't I have one? Just in case this phone, something happens to this phone.
Because it's a waste of bill. You're paying money for something that you're not using when you use your cell phone for everything.
No, what you're doing is you're feeding into that cell phone so that they know you ain't got no other options.
You know how many teeth you have in your mouth. I missed
there are some people who have cell phones just for emergency purposes only, and when they walk out the house, they're not connected to the internet or social media platform. So there are people who are like that.
But here go Ash. So she had it, but Comcast was charging for that triple play too much. It was a waste when you realize I'm never using it. I'm using
it wasn't a waste to get all them damn streaming services. See, y'all got to balance this out. Y'all got to understand where like all these streaming services that we never watch, we're getting charged for that. But you don't want a house phone just in case the electric goes out. And you're stuck.
You mean your cell phone, the wireless, the 5G, and what? Like Verizon go down?
Or Wi-Fi goes out. You can't get in touch with nobody.
If the Wi-Fi goes down, everyone will be disconnected.
But if everybody had a house phone, we'd still be talking to each other.
Yeah.
We'd still be talking to each other.
But you want to be on the go. You want to be able to go upstairs, downstairs.
But anyway, my whole point is it is possible. It's not impossible not to walk around with a cell phone. The people that want you to think it's impossible, they don't ever want us to exist without stuff. You want to fuck up an economy? You want to fuck up an economy and have people be able to function without having a cell phone in their hand. The technology of flip phone was indestructible, and they couldn't track us. That's why another reason why Blackberries got disconnected, because they couldn't track Blackberries. Florida got rid of all phones in grammar school. I actually got rid of it when my kid got older, cousin Ash. But you got a new one. You got a new one coming.
She ain't gonna put a house phone back in because she got a baby.
My mom has a house phone. It's plugged into the wall. Like
that's what the wires are outside.
Sir, the wires are outside. You made me get rid of the landlines, and I still haven't gotten.
I thought it was stupid. But she kept having us holding on to these stupid. Why are we paying for an extra line that nobody uses?
That's
just
because
in case.
Yeah, just in case. And Lady
Just
Q
in
is
case.
very wise.
And we've been fine, whatever. All these years later, everybody got their own phone, even down to my 13-year-old son.
And that's what they wanted. And that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. They wanted everybody to have a cell phone starting as young as possible. And they got it.
Legs ain't got no landline, but she said her mom does. See the landline. No landline for Prometheus, and he anti everything. Netta, you got a landline? I do now. Okay, all right.
Peace and love.
What up, Tron? Tron ain't got no landline. Dim is a senior. Nikki, I get caught up on these last comments.
Not me, but I think we should have one. I'm gonna teach my grandkids to use the regular phone, memorize phone numbers. Oh, God forbid we start memorizing phone numbers.
Oh yeah, that's a problem.
And that's impossible. Yeah, we used to do it, but it's impossible. But we used to do it, but that's impossible.
Mike had the same number since I known him, since 1999, and I could not tell you your phone number.
Yep.
That's crazy how I know Lady Q's, my mom's. Wow, I don't even know Caden's. I don't even know my son's phone number. I know my mom's and my wife's. Like, how many do you know all your numbers by heart, Mike? You know,
No. I know my mother's and my father's. That's it.
Because we're not physically typing it in every day.
I know my old number, which is my old house number. I still know it by heart. I know this house number, and we've been here since the 80s. And I know my old house number. My old house number in Willingboro, New Jersey was 609-871-7016. And that
was, mine was 501-982-6325.
we remember them. See, it's possible.
Yeah.
Back in
It's
the day,
possible.
But that was then.
Yeah.
But they dumbed this. That is part of the dumbing down. Make people reliant on everything else.
Oh my gosh, my grandmother's number when I was a kid, 201 982. Oh my gosh.
Because you was calling it all the time. It was muscle memory.
Yes.
It's muscle memory. But now we just going to the name, Sexy Mo. Okay.
No, now that you want to play the game, since you want to play the game, I remember a girlfriend's number, 856-596-1783. That's a high school girlfriend's number. Hold up. I remember another high school number. 235, what was it? 235 5949. I think it was 235 5949. Now let me see if I can remember Stacy's number. 983. God, 983 43. It was a 983, but the area code was 609. We all can communicate telepathic.
You can put Tron with Prometheus and Cypher. You can put.
Oh, Tron is right about that. Then you must be elder, LaShawn, because you are older than me. Okay. Yeah, there should still be payphones on the streets. If that's good, they should.
Yeah, I took my son.
But you ain't gonna know the number to call.
No, but look, my son had never seen a phone booth before. So we were at Warner Brothers in Abu Dhabi last year, and they had a full street scene with the phone booth. And he was just like, "What's that?"
Like, what's a
Is it
phone
a
booth?
booth where I go in and like use my
That's
phone?
the Superman when they changed Clark Kent changed into Superman.
Funniest thing, he had never seen an actual phone booth, like with a phone, like an actual phone. He was stumped.
I lost my cell phone once in a $3 cab. Having a landline saved my life and got my phone back the next day. I always had a landline, not getting rid of it. Nor should you. Nor should you.
Okay, Queenborn.
Shady Queenborn. I'm gonna play a clip of she sent the lady kill little shady ass.
I'm about to get a pigeon for communication purposes.
Get a pigeon. Fly the pigeon.
Yo, let me ask y'all a dumb question. Let me ask y'all a dumb question.
Yes, I look.
Did pigeons were they actually able to do that? Like, did people send messages and send
Yeah,
give it to birds?
they trained them. They would type messages, but they would train them in distance to go from one place to the next. Homing pigeons.
Wow. I have a landline, same number for 50 years.
Oh,
Well,
wow.
Miss Parker, I don't know what your age is, but I'm guess you're close to 60.
Here we go. Here we go, Jay.
Fucking friends hate your bitches.
Here we go.
Miss Parker. We love Miss Parker though.
Blackberries were the best. I hated they did. Blackberries were the best. I love Blackberries.
Yeah.
I only had one, but I loved them.
Yeah, we had it. I had it.
Nextel was the truth. Nextel, the chirp was very intrusive, but the fact that you could chirp somebody and not make a phone call and be like, "Yo,
save a lot of money."
Oh, I wonder why they got rid of that feature. I wonder why they got rid of that feature.
Well, because people would just pop right in. That's why. That
Who
would be the issue.
cares? You were saving money.
Yeah.
They
Don't call me, hurt me. That's when you have to pay for minutes.
Yes,
Like,
exactly.
You had, like, 5 minutes or 2,000 minutes a month. It was like, don't call me.
Chirp me. The
Chirp
young people
me.
like, what are you,
Chirp
Monty?
me.
Yeah, Monty, if Monty watches, she probably like, what the hell are they talking about?
If I say chirp me, what does that mean? They be like, what?
I'm part of the Nextel generation. Okay.
Oh God.
2024. Yeah.
TP said I kept my landline because it was only $5 discount. Plus my fax was connected to it, and I used it for
Not the
emergencies.
fax machine. Stop it.
I give you a scandal that just came out. Some of y'all got printers at home where you print your own stuff.
Yeah, it's Wi-Fi.
HP, a lady just did a post. She said, I went to go print something in my home. She couldn't print. Now, she had everything. She paid for everything. She couldn't print because HP said in order for you to print at your house, you had to pay your subscription fee.
Oh,
Subscription fee.
interesting.
And she was losing it.
Yes, 501.
I had a lot, absolutely, just in case. Yeah, the landline is crucial. I only knew my brother's phone number when I had my accident. Thank God I did, because that's who they called. I didn't even know my daughter's number. She's my emergency contact. It's crazy how we don't know any numbers.
It's crazy. We need to practice.
I remember there was a time when I remembered my routing and my account number.
Damn, for your bank. Wow.
Yeah, me too.
I'm good for
Because they would
last quarter.
they would always ask you, and I used to remember my routing number and my account number. Now you're giving out info. Those old numbers can still be tracked with Google.
Nobody got them old numbers. Yeah, ain't nobody got that.
There's another family lives in Willingboro right now. Them got them. I finally shut you up. I don't know. Oh, I don't know what's going on. That's when pen and paper for writing down numbers was everything.
People just lazy nowadays. Trying to say it.
Oh, they programmed us to be lazy. They said it was convenience, and we all of a sudden, heads up, you have made a 19. Okay, got you.
Where's your dono link? I don't even know what that is.
I don't even know what the dono. All right, let me before we get out of here, let me just show you. Remember the guy was talking about Scott Jennings, and he was like freedom of speech, and we were like, well, if somebody of a different race would have said that, it would have been a different problem. Let me show you some dark stuff that a person could do, and I want you to see how the police treated this individual after they admitted, and the mother The mother is in tears because she realizes what her son has done. And I want you to hear this in action with this individual and the police officer.
Cooperate. I am going to cooperate.
Okay, so parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
The night of the 27th.
The night of the 27th? Okay, and how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
Oh, damn.
At random too. I don't get.
What the hell?
And that's the mom.
What the hell? How do we go here? We were just having fun about landlines and rotary phones, and Mike just went way dark.
Put me back in the 90s real quick, please, and thank you.
What in the Charles Manson? Right? What in the Charles Manson is going on?
Is this how we closing out the show?
What the hell? The show, damn, Miss Parker said, well, damn, wait a minute now.
What happened to Thankful Thursday?
I gotta keep y'all on your toes. I gotta keep y'all on your toes.
You never know what to expect in this show.
You never know. You never know what can happen. We can happen, and then we can go to the darkness.
What the hell?
They had a conversation with the murderer. They literally had a chit chat with him.
That's how you got to do. That's how the cops have to do. They have to
I get, but they didn't put the cuffs on him immediately.
No, you can't because he might not talk.
Okay,
He already admitted it.
Parents have some concerns of some stuff they may have found in your room?
You want to get details?
Yeah, I believe so.
And what would it be?
A human head and hands.
Like, for real human head and hands?
Yes.
From?
That fellow who went missing recently.
Which fellow was that?
Warren Brown.
Warren Brown? When did he go missing?
The night of the 27th.
The night of the 27th? Okay, and how did you end up with him?
I murdered him.
With what?
A knife.
Why would you have done that?
I've always wondered what murder felt like.
At random too. I don't get.
I have a funny feeling that if a mom called the police and said, I found a head and hands in my son's bedroom, that they would have came to your door, guns drawn. I got a funny feeling they would have had the guns drawn, and you would have been, and they would have had plenty of time to ask you questions when they were at the police station.
Well, they supposed to get
So
you.
don't tell me they supposed to. If they found a head, they would have went up there, put you in handcuffs, went to the room, seen the head, seen the hands, and would have taken you down to the station. There would have been no long conversation on what inspired you to actually do that. What was your inspiration?
Netta said in the mind, like, he always was such a sweet boy. Like, I don't know.
Mom, I didn't have the whole part. Mom was damn near ready to throw up on the side. Credit to her. Mom was damn near ready to throw up.
You see a head and hands. You walk into your kid's room, you see a human head and the hands. It's like, what the? Hold up. Time out. What?
And I'm like, she couldn't smell that?
Who knows? Maybe it just got there. I don't know.
Maybe that's what led her to go, what the hell is
Maybe that was the
foul
smell.
smell?
Like, what are we smelling? What? He looks like he practices on stabbing the air. Yeah, he did look like what inspired. What made you do that? Like, and why would you do such a thing?
I always want to ram a car. I want to ram a vehicle into another.
That's
vehicle.
the last time you're gonna be allowed to say that on here. Because if you ever get into a car accident, they're gonna go back to these YouTube.
Well, back on at 8:54
I have
a.m.
those two inner thoughts. That and also in the supermarket, just knocking everything off the aisles. Like that's like an inner. I would love to do that, but I know I would never do that.
You don't think you need to talk to somebody about that? You don't think you need to talk to somebody about that?
just knocking everything off the shelves.
You want me to the number to a black male?
I don't think that's not uncommon for someone to knock stuff off shelves or push stuff.
Sorry,
down.
that's not in my everyday.
Mo, you're bugging. Somebody else there fantasized about knocking stuff off of supermarkets.
So this is your dream. This is your. You don't think there's anything wrong with that thought? You don't think there's about ramming a car? You don't think there's something wrong? There's something not going on in your brain when you say I fantasize about ramming a car into another car.
Just went boom and didn't want to do over. All right, take it back. Take it like it never exists.
And I'm dark. I played a clip.
No, your clip is worse. He actually did it.
What?
Like that was something crazy.
But I didn't do it.
But I be having urges. Lady keep on the phone. I just want to knock the phone out of hand. Like
you want to knock the phone out of her hand?
Yes. You don't be having urges like that just to get the phone out your hand. Dog, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that want to knock. No,
you're the only one of these three squares.
That would admit it.
You're the only one of these three squares.
Wait a second. Hold on. Wait a second, Jay. So far in this show, we've we've realized that you fantasize about.
Do that. Thank you, Jeanette. Go ahead.
This is your sister. It makes sense. It's your sister.
That's your sister.
No, we all got those intrusive thoughts sometimes with little weird stuff like that.
So you've thought about ramming a car, and you've thought about in the grocery store just knocking everything off the shelves. So Jay, while we're here, is there any way you can give us some more things that you have thought about doing, like just fantasies that you've had in your mind?
No, like I said, knocking the phone. If you're sitting next to me and you're texting, sometimes I have an urge just to flip the phone out your hand. So while your hands, like I've done it before, the Lady Q. I resist the urge a lot, but sometimes I do. And she even said that before. I just had the urge to hit the phone out your hand. See, so I know it ain't just me.
But that's because you did it to her. That's why she has the urge, because you did it to her.
Be honest, Mike. There's nothing like that. Mo, be honest. Y'all don't have any of those intrusive thoughts to do something weird.
I don't, but I don't really have issues
just
with
to break a bunch of mini blinds for no reason.
Just break a bunch.
Like y'all don't like so for real. Y'all don't have any of them thoughts ever, ever.
No.
Not saying you would do it. All right.
And it sounds like those thoughts frequent your mind, like on a consistent basis. Like the way that you're talking about it is like.
I'm gonna just stop talking because y'all trying to.
No, I'm interested. I'm fascinated.
You trying to clown me. You trying to clown me. I see what this is.
Interesting. I never knew.
I see what this is.
Who knew?
I see what this is.
I'm trying to think of things that I've thought of that were violent like that. Things that I've thought of.
Thoughts. Y'all had.
But you weren't even mad. Like this was something. These were thoughts that you just had. Just
not mad. Nothing mad about it. Just see you with the phone. I think maybe more is joking. I don't know.
So maybe you think that's funny that you would just knock everything off the shelves. That would be
maybe that's what.
Yeah, but ramming your car into another person.
Well, sometimes when somebody like a road rage, I'm talking about like a road rage thing.
Oh, so then you're mad at that point. You're mad at that.
I'm so that with the car is more road rage. You want to be beeping your horn or doing something silly and then not letting me in, and then clearly I'm is as reasonable. Like, and then you know what I want to that's
note to self. Do not drive in front of Jay Black on any given day.
We all have them, cousin Ash. She said, "Why are you having intrusive?" We all have these thoughts.
No, don't say all, because I don't.
Y'all just don't want to admit it.
My car into
Know that sometimes you gotta shut the fuck up. And this current time is just one of those times you gotta shut the fuck up. I don't think you're a bad person. Just don't want to hear you talking anymore. You gotta shut the fuck up.
All right. I'm not talking no more.
All right, we're gonna end the show on Jay's violent streak of knocking things off the grocery.
Let me play with Afro Queen sent Lady Q real quick.
All right, hurry up, because I gotta get out of here.
Oh wait, I never even hold on. Let me load this real quick. See, I'm late. I deleted it because it's froze last time. I can't believe y'all try to act like I'm the only one. I'm trying to find.
I was waiting for somebody other than your sister to say she had the same.
No, I'm sure they have. I'm sure. I'm not y'all just don't want to admit it because we live on YouTube and it's gonna live forever. That's why.
I mean, I'm sorry if you need a coalition around you to.
All right, go play this clip.
Car.
Oh yeah, so Queen Bar sent us a Lady Q because as we get older, we have pains. The other day I had some aches and Lady Q had to give me a massage because I was sore. And she said, I had Lady Q. This is Jay Black. And it says when you're 40 plus and your body just Everybody just gives out.
All right, take it off in more than 10 seconds.
Look, he jumped off the ladder and then he in the ambulance. So she had some joke just walking on out of nowhere. I walk and my knee just gave. I was like, what the hell? What was that? So she had jokes. I appreciate the community. I appreciate y'all. But sending my wife clips, clowning her husband, that's some diabolical. Now that's intrusive. How about
That's
that?
not intrusive. That's hilarious.
That was funny. That was funny.
How about that? So yeah,
that was funny. Queen Born, we salute you, Queen Born. We salute you. We salute you for sending that clip. All right, tomorrow's Friday. Everybody have a great Thursday. Jay Black, stop talking. Yeah. He didn't tell you the other. Now he's scared. See, we should have just been like, we should have agreed, and we should have been like, yeah, no, I do. Like sometimes I be lighting leaves on fire for no reason. Sometimes I go out and I light leaves up and then my fantasy is to light leaves up and bush them together and just start a bonfire in the middle of the day and stuff like that. But we didn't. We could have got some more out of him. There's some more stuff that he's scared to say now.
I'm not sharing with y'all. I'm not sharing with y'all.
We that was our bad. I felt like that too when I see people cut me off. Okay, that's different because you got cut off.
Right? Okay.
All right. Mo is deeply concerned.
I am. The things you don't know about the coworkers.
Oh God.
I feel like any day now, Jay's gonna be talking to a cop talking about, there's a head and hands.
No. I just want to know what it feel like.
Jay Black, why do you have hands in the head in your closet? I want to know what it felt like to kill somebody.
Y'all crazy.
He got hands. He got two human beings' hands. So about clap it up for yourself.
I want to see how somebody else clap. Y'all stupid. Hey, Ms. Parker said, Alexa heard all of that.
Alexa heard all of that.
Jay Black,
all of your
like
algorithm.
murder someone today?
No, never. We're not doing that. If I said that, if I was on the phone, my mom would say that, she would hung up on me. She don't like to play. She gonna get caught doing something. Don't say you doing any crime or any plan. If any jokes with a crime with my mom, she just bang on you, click. Like I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Ask Alexa right now. Say, Alexa, did you record anything I just said for the last 30 minutes?
Alexa, did you record anything I just said for the last 30 minutes?
To control a video device with your voice, you need to connect it first.
See?
Okay.
Alexa, stop.
All
See,
right.
now you're wrong. Now.
Ask her to pay some LL Cool J. All right. All right, y'all. Love me for who I am, not who you want me to be. I can never be that. Understand there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed. It will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone or any circumstance take it from you. Well, God got me. God got you. God got us. For Michael Sean, Sexy Mo, Jay Black, Kamari, C. Chung, Dr. Aaron Smith, Amani. For Lady Q, WokeUpInspired.com. Go on there if you want any merch. LadyQ.com. If you got any ideas you want to put on a t-shirt, such as we put the Takeover Legends on there, you want to make your vision come to life, go to Woke Up Inspired. While you're there, check out all the merch that is already up for sale. WokeUpInspired.com. We gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts.